guys. I'm a little bit early, so maybe we'll have some people starting to join in. It's not supposed to start for another minute, so all right. Well, I was hoping I'd be able to see it a little bit more so that I would be able to be a little bit more interactive. But it is 11 o'clock. So this is my first Facebook Live with Tribe Yoga. And I've only got 15 minutes, so I figured we'd focus a little bit on the spine today. I've been with Tribe for about a year. I did the online training with them while I was mobilized, and so I'm really excited to be here today. So if you are on your mat, come to your seat. Let's connect with a few grounding breaths just to become present in this space. So settle down. If you like a bolster underneath the hips to lift you, you can even be in a chair. Bring the hands to the lap, and if available, close the eyes completely if you like to have that peripheral or you don't like to have the eyes closed. You can keep the gaze down at the lap. It just allows you to become a little bit more present where you are instead of looking around. So settle in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. This time, take the breath in through the nose. Keep the lips gently closed and exhale through the nose as available. One more of those. Inhale in. Exhale out. Bring a little thought of gratitude into your heart, wherever you are. Beautiful. Flutter open the eyes. And you're going to inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Stretch that spine nice and long. You can even start to incorporate the neck by taking the gaze up to the sky. We're going to release the right hand to the earth and stretch that left arm up and over the head. You might even take this a little bit deeper. Take the left hand behind the back of the head and maybe start to take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to feel the stretch to the ribs. Feel the lift a little bit more through the armpit. And then we'll release. On your next inhale, gather both arms up over the head. Release the left arm down to the mat. Right arm up and over. Stretch that right arm. And then again, maybe take it a little bit deeper. The right hand comes behind the back of the head. The gaze shifts up towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe and watch that left shoulder. Don't let that glide into your ears. And then gently release. Coming back up to center, I'm going to shift forward on my mat so you can see the spine a little bit more. We're going to come into a seated cat-cow. So take the hands, interlace the fingers, stretch the arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw the hands forward, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, draw the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, rock and roll. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, release the fingers behind you, a little bit into the shoulders here. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stay here, or maybe start to draw the hands down towards the earth as you lift up through the heart space. Maybe the gaze starts to lift up towards the sky. Gently release. From here, shake it out. Release any tension in the shoulders that you may have. Nice. And release the hands behind. Step the feet onto the mat. Windshield wiper the knees from left to right. Start to feel this sense, a gentle spinal twist, starting to move the spine. You also get a nice little butt massage as you allow the fascia of the gluteals to make contact with the earth. And then from here, we'll cross back over the ankles and we're gonna rock and roll over the knees. Come into the tabletop position and start to move the body into those cat-cows. So you can add some dynamics with these cat-cows by curling the toes under as you come into your cow. And as you exhale, flatten the feet, push the earth away from you. So a nice little stretch through the bottoms of the feet. And exhale, push the earth away. One more. And exhale, push the earth away. As you come into a neutral tabletop, what I'd like us to do is come through more of a dynamic threaded needle. So this will help to open up the spine. You're going to press the left hand into the mat, and you're going to inhale, draw your right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left shoulder or armpit. Reach that right hand over to the left, hover the right shoulder. Press, inhale, come out, reach up. And exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist. Nice. Come back to center. Curl the toes under. Take a pause off the wrist by pushing the hips back towards the heels. And then maybe coming into a little toe crunch asana. Add a little variety here. And just roll the wrists out as we prepare for the other side. So we're going to come back into that tabletop. Hands come down. Feet go flat, tops of the feet to the top of the mat. Root down into the right hand. Let's take that dynamic flow. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, left hand comes through. Take the twist. Inhale, reach up. Take the gaze up if available. And exhale, left arm reaches through. Inhale, reach up one more time. And exhale, reach it through. Come back to neutral table. Curl the toes under one more time because I can't get enough. A toe crunch asana. Push the hips back. Especially for those boot-loving feet, right? We need to give them a little love. Roll the wrists out. And then we're going to come all the way down onto our belly for a series of locusts to help strengthen the posterior chain. So come all the way down. Let me move some of my stuff out of the way. And you're going to let your forehead start to hover or touch the mat, and the hands come down the side of the body. Let the forehead touch. Thumbs are pointed away if available. So your palms are resting on the mat, your toes are touching to each other, and I want you to start to pull the shoulder blades back together. Squeeze them as though you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades. On your inhale, start to lift the heart space and take your gaze forward. Squeeze the gluteals, and exhale, release. That's locust A. Inhale, lift up through the heart space, squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the gluteals for one more locust A. And exhale, release. Let's take it to locust B with the toes together. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart space, and lift the heels up off the mat so your legs are straight. It's almost like you're trying to do a Superman, only you forgot to add your arms. And exhale, release. Let's give that strength one more time. Inhale, lift up through the heart space. Woo! And exhale, release.
All right, guys, we have one more variation. This incorporates the shoulders as well. So take the hands, interlace them behind the back. This is our locus C. If you can, interlacing, draw the hands down towards your butt, squeeze the shoulder blades. Now let's lift up the heart space, lift up the heels. Oh yeah, nice squeeze, and exhale, release. Keep the hands together and take that one more time. Inhale, lift to rise. Hold it this time. Continue to breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift, lift, lift. Woo! Exhale, release. Let it all soften. Let the feet drop out. Take the cheek to the mat. So right or left, whatever feels good. Heels can come up in the air. You can wave them like you just don't care. Right? Just let it all go. So you should feel some heat and strength in the posterior chain, which is important, right? We've got to have strength in our back, muscles around our spine, help us with lower back issues, which happens a lot carrying all that gear. This time I want you to come into Sphinx and just settle in. So you can take this a little bit deeper by, with the forearms down on the mat, squeeze the gluteals, and maybe walk the chest through the biceps a little bit more. At the same time, you're opening the shoulder blades back open. Keep the heart space open as you do this. Gaze is forward, like you're a sphinx here, surveying all of Egypt. If you've been to Egypt, that's pretty cool. I can only imagine. And then from here, we're going to take the palms, let the elbows come out to the side, and you're just going to wiggle your hips out. Nice. So I know we're doing a lot of back bending here, don't worry. We'll cool it down by taking it a little bit, stretching out, that's fine. But we're going to come into two more variations where you come back into the Sphinx, only this time now cross the right forearm parallel to the top of your mat. And then you're going to start to bend the left heel towards your gluteal. So maybe that's enough for you, right? Maybe just holding this position is intense enough. Keep engaging the gluteals and your lower belly. Not so strongly you can't breathe. Otherwise, maybe you start to take that left hand, reach back and see if you can find the top of that left foot. So maybe you can reach for the ankle space. Keep the chest forward and gently draw that heel down. So not only are you getting a back bend, but I snuck in a quad stretch, right? For those of us that run, this might be one of those muscles that's a little tight. And then you're going to gently release the foot. Let the body go long. Shake the tail out. Nice. And then we're going to take it to the other side. Now there is one final variation of full bow pose, and I'm going to demonstrate. You can reach the right hand back, find the right foot as you move over to the other side. First side informs the second. So take a minute as you move from the left to the right, and maybe acknowledge any differences. Either the leg is tighter, the shoulder has less flexion. Maybe there's something different from one side to the other that can help you identify things that maybe need to be more open. Release the foot. Maybe you can breathe into and release some tension. Let the chest come down. Let the shoulders shake out. All right. So our final little back bend today will be full bow. And this one you draw both heels towards the gluteals. And you want to move in nice and easy to this one. You don't want to turn and look towards one side or the other. You want to start to reach the hands back like you're coming into your little Superman, and see if you can start to hook the fingers around the ankles. Now, at the same time, keep the knees drawing in together as though you're squeezing a block, and then start to lift the feet up towards the sky, and maybe open the heart space a little bit more. If this is tough on the insides of your knees,
release, you can always use a strap to help give yourself a little bit less pull on the knees. Release and let the whole body go. Take that opposite cheek this time. So if you came down on the right cheek, come on the left cheek to give your neck a little stretch as well. Shake the hips out. Maybe windshield wiper the feet. And then we're going to come back into the tabletop position. Give yourself a little bit of organic movement here. So however you need to move the body, maybe this is, I like to play what I like to call jump rope, where you take the spine and you circle it around like a jump rope, two people holding the ends, right? Take it to both directions. So circular movements with the spine. And then from here, we're going to shift it back to a variation of child's pose where you keep the knees together and the feet together. Push the hips back towards the heels, and at the same time, let the forehead come down to the mat. Now, if your forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can always use a block to help let your forehead connect to the mat. Now, with this variation, I'd like you to take the hands by the sides of the feet. So you're not reaching the arms up and over your head, you're just letting the shoulders soften. If you'd like to take this a little bit deeper, hands come to the heels. And if you'd like to take this into a variation that's called rabbit pose, you're going to take the crown of the head. So you're going to start to rock. So you're going to rock from the forehead to the crown. So you're going to tuck the chin in, let the crown of the head come to the mat, and with your hands on your heels, lift the hips away from the heels. Allow the shoulders to separate. Feel the shoulder blades pulling apart, hips lifting up. This is rabbit pose. I'm not sure if I look like a rabbit so much right now, because this feels really good on the back of the body. And then release the hips down. Rise up. Ooh. And swivel the feet around so that your legs are extended in front of you. Let's just take one more stretch of the back body. So in yin, this is called caterpillar. So taking the feet wider than normal and letting the feet go soft. We're going to allow the spine to round. A lot of times when we forward fold, we're like straight spine, fold it forward. Let's just round and soften. You can take the elbows on the thighs and just let yourself stretch and fold here. I'm going a little bit over 15 minutes, so apologies if I've taken some more of your time than you had. If you need to go, I totally understand. But if you'd like to continue just a few more minutes, we'll come into bridge pose. Stretch out the front of the body, plant the feet, hands by your sides, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, engage the gluteals and lift the hips. Feels a little bit different when you've been working the muscles of the back body. You can even take your fists underneath your lower back and give yourself a nice little back massage here, rolling it out. Just nice little rolls. And then plant the hands back down and let yourself roll it back down. Step the feet wide, drop the knees in towards each other. Take your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart, and let's close with 3 more breaths together. Take a deep inhale in. Feel your left hand rise. Breathe into your belly, feel your right hand rise. Hold it. And then exhale, feel the right hand release. The left hand lower. So feeling the breath move through the torso. Inhale, breathe into the heart space. Feel the ribs expand. Breathe all the way down into the belly. See if you can get that right hand to start to rise up.
And exhale, slowly release the exhalation. One final breath together. Inhale in. All the way down to your belly. Pause, take a little bit more. You can always take a little bit more, right? Exhale, gently release. And as you exhale, exhale out just a little bit more. Release the hands from the sides. Gently draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a loving squeeze. Fill your day with gratitude. And then rock and roll back up to the seat. And place your right hand on your heart, your left hand over your right. Close the eyes. Bring something into your heart space, something that you're grateful for. Maybe it's that you were able to reach back and find your feet today. And with love and light, thanks to you for showing up, for sharing space, for sharing energy. Have a lovely day. Yay! From our tribe to yours. Hope to see you next Wednesday. And as always, I think these stay up live, so feel free to show them whenever you want. All right, guys.